Happy birthday to Lars. Happy 18th. Hoping they can pull out a dub here tonight. Gibble Mirai, Ereus, two teams at the top of the bracket. 7-0, 6-1 respectively. Ereus, they boomed a team right into King Jail and all the way out of Overwatch. That's what Ereus has been up to lately. Of course, Gibble Mirai roll out of the back of Mr. Pants of Gold. Try to come in here and see if they can hand an upset here to the red hot Ereus squad. Out to find Lars a birthday dub. And I mean, I gotta say, Ereus, this is kind of the middle of a bit of a hell run. First they knocked this squad all the way out of FACEIT, all the way out of Overwatch entirely. Now here to face Gibble Mirai. And then, of course, they will round out the week. A busy week, by the way. 4 games this week, having played on Sunday as well. But we'll play Vision on Friday. And we are getting that banger on stream as well. I think that's the marquee matchup of the week. In 1 week, having to face the other 3 top opponents in the division all in a row. And could very well solidify themselves as the #1 team and the absolute favorites heading into the final stretch of the season. Of course, PNR matches on the line. The top 2 slots will get an opportunity at OWCS. But Gibble Mirai have been hot. Fenris and Evil are nasty as could be. Ilios, first map. Go Bum FC. Tissue Baker, I love it. I love the support. Let's go check out these bands. We had an Orisa band and an Ana band. Pants is in. We also are getting a side swap here before we get into this. So I wanted to double check, but it is Gibble band and not the Orisa. It's not anything that weird today. Ana band coming through from Ereus. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love and kindness, friends. It means the world. Let's get into map 1. I appreciate it.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Eating in front of Bull Skunk is my every day to go to. Oh, Chaku. Thank you. No craziness. Oh, I say no craziness. I mean, we do get a Brig Zen backline. Well, just a bridge side approach, really from both sides. Lars threatened for a moment, but was quickly sent packing there. Now trying to push in on coastal edge. Gold Pants just going to move in. Thought about, trying to prevent that cap, but it was knew it immediately we take it down. So we do get Ereus in control over this point before this 4-5 even breaks out. Good body block there out of Lars. Results in a trade on the tanks. Fenris finding Volts at the very end of that exchange, though. Ooh, goes up face to face there with Slight. We're one fight in already. Good back and forth here. 5 orb lands on to Texel. Fenris still getting pressured from Sleek from behind, but Ace lands another volley. When we see these Zenyatta coming to full effect. I was gonna say, please tell me you're gonna find Sleek with that. Fastest loss ever. Evil forced out from the hallway push. Opening up bridge here for Sleek to try to push in. Oh, it just gets greeted by another set of volleys from yes. Zenyatta better too good. Evil gets popped by ICAP trying to get a pulse bomb into the mix. 40% of the board here for Gibble so far. Concerning rush in response. Easily counter there for the Transcendence. Bomb thrown onto the point just before they get destroyed by a pulse. Looking like a flip as ICAP finds their third of the fight. Downpour still invested, as is the rally from Jacob to try to buy as much percentage as you can. I understand the idea. You don't get a whole lot out of it. I mean, still, I guess Gold Pants is going to cycle in. We'll get it up to about 70 before the flip comes through. The sleek copy pasta. Mines to beat. There's the mines in. Volta gets the sound barrier and only hits themselves and Lars with it, but Lars still trying to take advantage. The wall isn't enough to block the retreat of Fenris, but he did kind of throw Golden Pants for a wrench there for a moment. Little quick flip to finish off Evil, but if they can get Lars still worthy, and Fenris will find that kill. Sleek did manage to sneak in underneath to keep the player advantage in favor of Ereus. ICAV holding down the line, or holding down the bridge. Texal Volta able to kind of fall back in, but Sleek gets caught out, and they're the ones all by themselves. Everything but bridge was secure, was in control of Gibble Mirai. Power drive in, holds full to the air. Beautiful headshots as Gold Pants comes up with a second in this fight. We're going to flip, headed to a 91-99 fight. We're looking at some mines, but the Texel Kitsune Rush could just be the difference maker. AES is not built up towards another Transcendence to try to fight this with. We'll see if Gold Pants wants to slow this fight down. Or wait and hold the mines till they move on to the point. Yeah, he's going to drop it right over the rush. Lars dives in, takes out Fenris in the blink of an eye. And Discord not being much of a threat. It's like finds two supports and felt like in one clip. Gonna finish off Golden Pants as well before blinking into a mine. Flip there for Ereus at 93%. Golden Pants dying so late. Yeah, it's up to Evil to try to initiate the overtime. We'll get the yellow bar started. Sleek says, silly party balloons. There for Lars. ICAV fights Fenris. The rally don't think is going to be enough to hold on. Although Golden Pants is back on this point. Ace's Transcendence was used somewhere off of the map, or off of the objective at the very least.
Ready for battle.
Fenris goes Freya. We are getting a Texel swap over to a Juno as well. Other than that, we're still getting the Zen Brig here from Gibble. Still getting the Hazard look with the Lucio Kiri. Really no change in its composition. Actually, Texel does just a speed ring get out of spawn. That's all that was. So Fenris, yeah, a little more verticality to play with here on well. Makes sense. But which of our dive tanks is going to be able to find a vulnerability there on the defense of the opposition? They just put a 5 orb into the side of the fence. Floats away to the opposite side. Good use of the float. Meanwhile, what's going on over here? Look how spread out our teams are. Oh, good move from Lars. It felt like the entire backline of Gibble was kind of being suppressed by Sleek. Lars comes in just the right moment to find that opening pick on the AES. Dying 99 to both support ults is wild. Unfortunate. Oh, hey, we don't have our... We turned our outlines off from doing Photoshop stuff. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Great, Suzu. There to make sure to negate a lot of the damage out of that pulse bomb from Evil. ICAV is going to find Golden Pants through that exchange as well. This has just been all Ereus on this. Firm control. Lars, Texel, Slate doing a good job. Really, the whole composition doing a good job of just kind of being everywhere they need to be. ICAV is a bit of the crux of this composition. So go and pop a Deadeye out of this corner with this Kitsune Rush. Nearly caught Golden Pants with that. Golden Pants with the mines inside the cage. But I don't feel like Ereus is really too bothered by that. They're able to just kind of hold back of cage. Now, Evil fighting Sleek's a good start. Been a rare pick for Gibble on this map. Sub-area in from Volta to try to take this back. Up to the high ground. Nice little move. It's got Volta in trouble. I don't know if it's going to be enough to find the loser. They're able to skirt away. Evil will go in and find the kill with the punch. Moves in, but gets finished off by Sleek. Swift step from Texel to regroup with ICAV in the back right corner. Try to close this map out with 199 here on well. And they shall. Able to keep JP off the point long enough. Alright, so grab map 1. Such a clean move. All right. So Gibble Mirai get map pick. Ooh, taking this to hybrid. I don't feel like we get a whole lot of hybrid these days. We certainly don't see a lot of Midtown. I'm excited for this. Let's go. Let's go. We actually got to see some Hollywood a little bit earlier today. Also a map, you know, I don't feel like we get to see very much. You know, if it's hybrid, it tends to be Kings. We've been blessed with two non-Kings row hybrid maps today. What do you know? What are you banning out, Gibble? What are you banning out? They banned out the Ereus in map 1. So, I mean, Ereus and Lars just happily go into the hazard comp, sticking that Lucio Kiri with ICAV there in the cast. We'll check out some stats as soon as we figure out what this first ban is. Wait, is it just not going to show us the ban? Wait, what the hell? Oh, no, it is there. It's still their ban. Hello. They just haven't picked. Oh, we are going to get a side swap. That's what they were choosing. They're taking their time trying to figure out what to do, so they're burning that timer. It's a venture ban. Okay. Making sure Jesper Swag doesn't come in. Whoops, sorry. All right, I said sorry to y'all like y'all saw me make a mistake, but I just accidentally put the venture on the wrong side, but it's not like y'all saw it yet anyway. Sorry for the mistake that y'all would have never seen. Let's look at some stats. When does the OTP ball guy play Juju? Juju. Wait, did I really leave it on who takes map 3? Did it say who takes map 3? That's hilarious. Who takes map 28? Now I'm just making fun of myself. I'm looking at it. Lars is 16-3. 9,800. ICAV had a mean round, though. Most elims. Only 3 deaths. Most damage as well. Oh, I forgot about the confetti. I feel like the confetti itself is new, right? Like just constant confetti falling. Ah, let's go. Happy Pride. Let's get into Midtown. It is not a double venture ban, believe it or not. It is a ball ban, which is why we see Rory coming in and playing tank here for Gibble. So here, y'all can enjoy some ICAV POV. I'll go get that ban fixed. Oh, ICAV wins the duel against Fenris. Well, that's on brand, I suppose. You know, it fits the narrative. This is gonna be a swift first fight, just kind of on the back of that. Fenris will get off the Ash immediately, going to the Freya. Blocking Swag Nation from all his glory. I know, right? Yeah, Juju was warning that I underestimated Ereus with the 55-45 Preds. Ilios would certainly back that up, I will say. Lars the rotation around. ICAV has got this Deadeye coming in from kind of the backside, flipping this map a little bit, forcing, you know, Evil and company find cover, but not only they find cover, they find Sleek as well. Now Rory with a Terror Surge running back into this is beat Lars to it, but that orbital could just be disastrous. Rory's got to try to get max damage on it, does not. And the Captive Sun will, the Orbital Ray will heal up Ereus after that Terror Surge. Sleek returns to the fight and continues to press the issue. Midtown is actually in the map pool. It's nice having a fresh map pool. We just don't see Hybrid very often anymore. Well, a pretty enormous Terror Surge. Evil got caught, and the Fortify just shrugs off the bolo shot. Now, I mean, Pingu beating a quick retreat after the ray comes in from space. Gyru does have a rally, but no good chance to use it. Fenris gets cut down on the point, as does Rory. And the orbital is just not enough. Good focus fire. Evil wants to stop this cart with the blade. A little help from Ace. Let's find a kill on a Pingu. Actually unclear whether a slash even landed there from Evil's Genji. But it is enough to make a statement. It buys time. Rory is back. Gibble are looking to stabilize. ICAV, see if they can stop that. No, get speared out of that Deadeye. It was like standing up on a pillar. A pedestal. Easy pickings there for a Rory energy jab. Yeah, we did have Jacob out Pingu in. Good call. I was thinking that when I called Pingu earlier. But yeah, we do have Jacob out Pingu in. Well, we've seen him go into this Brick Juno look, right? So, no longer on the Lucio carry. They will get Cap on the back of this push, and a bit before the fight ended. So they get some cleanup. Ideal here for Ereus as they push into this train station. Dangerous high ground setup from Ereus. It's got sight lines down on some precious corners that Gibble really need to put some position here. Otherwise, it's just gonna be free space, and Ereus could just move to this corner and pop all their ults. Bit of a dance there between our races will end up in Lars watching a respawn timer. Good hole. Shield out of Rory. Fins off ICAP for the moment. Unfortunately, Evil does not have the same. Still, the disengage has been called here from Ereus. Lars not taking the coward's way out. Does come in with the jab spear. The spear perk. Not genuinely. I hear the shield is actually extremely good in the Erisa duel. I'm just messing around. Keep an eye out for this double support ult coming in. Look at the rush, the speed ring engage. Gairu did have a rally there to counter. But AES has no such orbital ray. Evil just gets absolutely shut down. Does not even get the blade out of the sheath before they are just stumbling across the map, ragdolling onto the cart. This is messy though. A bit of a skirmish back and forth. As Gairu is able to pick up that kill onto Sleek, kind of free up the back line, and now all the defense can turn their attention and systematically stabilize. Good focus fire. Well played at the very end there from Gibble Mirai. Stop this cart. You know, I mean, that would have been like, you know, $1.45 time bank. That would have been very tough to equal here. Milk48, thank you for the follow. So roughly 75 seconds for Ereus to work with. You see Slink sneaking up to this high ground. Evil was waiting for them. This is a great duel, by the way. The Sleek versus Evil Flex DPS duel is cinema. I mean, both are such phenomenal players, such great peaks. Deadeye from ICAV has this literally every team fight. It's insane how fast ICAV is building up these Deadeyes. And Sleek has landed the pulse. Make that a pair of kills for Sleek. ICAV's gonna find Evil. This DPS duo is just nasty. Lars will push this over the line with a two-piece. 45 seconds, 43 to be exact. The birthday boy comes up with a good pair of kills there to close it out.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Lars 12-2. 9,100 damage there in that push. Rory actually out damages Lars in that defense, or in that attack, whatever, that round. But, you know, isn't able to stay alive, and it'll confirm the kills on the back of that damage nearly as much.
Ready for battle.
No changes compositionally from the defensive areas.
Five, four,
Oh, nope, back down, back down, back down.
one. Attackers
God, I missed my controller for that.
defend objective A.
We're seeing Fenris match ICAV and the Cassidy as well as the Rory Sigma. This gives you a... Ooh, love it. Sim strat, teleport across, Bap Lucio, and you just try to outpoke here. And I like keeping Fenris in a little bit more up close and personal exactly for that. Very, very good for dealing with Sleek, or at least trying to keep Sleek at bay. Now, you've managed to get first floor of the firehouse. What can you do with it? I love this little teleporter. Cheeky, cheeky. Fenris finds Sleek with that slick little move. And Evil, look at these big brain teleports. These are cool. Such smart play, but you still have a very robust Orisa to deal with. Go to Creation Rock might just do it, and that's going to be the Orisa down. It has been messy. And Gibble Mirai are not going to get it done on this particular attack, but they're able to trade out. Can they do anything with those trades? Texel's going to go back and speed ring the Orisa back. I think this defense is going to be at full strength by the time Gibble Mirai gets back on their horse. Speaking of horse. God, it was fun, clever plays, but really good job from Ereus to stay on top of it. Exceptional play out of Lars through that. Excuse me, Moke says Pingo on top. Deadeye out of ICAV. Let's check this out. Drop it down with the speed. Raid finds Whitebeard. Turns around to finish off Rory. You've got a low Fenris. It's going to get popped as well. ICAV with 3 into that fight off of a brilliant Deadeye. Texel with a huge orbital ray advantage. It wouldn't surprise me to see Ereus just get hyper aggressive. There's the speed ring. Here we go. Deadeye immediately stopped by a good energy jab. Rally up, help support the push, but we'll say, good job from Gibble Mirai to Kite. They don't lose anybody through that engagement. They do manage to get the rally out as well. Now they got to play a little bit slow here with 75 seconds to go. They need these 2 support ults. A kill here would be ideal. ICAV goes down. ICAV gets stuck between the car. Cannot survive through the initial slam. Now the orbital ray counter punch comes out from Gibble Mirai. Well placed, well timed. They're going to swarm and succeed. AS was a little bit behind in the ult charge, but a good job to get it finished up. And man, the timing on that was crucial. Slink gets the touch, but it was just too close. Couldn't stick around on point. The moment they are off the objective, there's the cap. Here comes the pursuit. Pretty high-risk play, to be perfectly honest, out of Ereus to try to get that touch. They do fortunately back out without losing anybody. Now going to drop a Deadeye, but the pulse is right on top of everybody. Fortunate to just lose 1, I think, through that exchange. Nice shots on a Fenris. God, ICAV threading the needle with those. Picking out some pixel-perfect shots in the back. And take Fenris out of this fight early. And ICAV on a roll, pun intended. Shooting the toes of evil. Is Sleek hiding up there with you? No, Sleek is down here. That's Texol up there with ICAP. Seems like a dangerous spot for a Judo to be. Evil's gonna pursue. Shield down from Lars, kept him alive. While Rory does clean off the back 5v3, favoring Gibble. So 100 seconds remain. They're just starting to get this cart rolling through point B. Evil trying to punish, but ICAP has shown back up. So Texol was able to put a little extra healing on to Lars. Lars says I picked wrong perk. Yeah. I accidentally picked shield. Give him a ride. I had an opportunity there to find Lars. Terror Surgeon, I'll throw it in. Texol jumps in over the top. What a move from Texol. Comes flying it over the top. Drops the orbital. Gets a crucial pick. Fight win. Flawless at that. Lars going hunting all the way into the firehouse. 35 seconds to go. You do have a couple of DPS ults and an orbital ray from Gibble Mirai to try to counterpunch here.
30 seconds.
Yeah, a couple pulses already missing this fight on top of that high noon. Here comes the Deadeye from up top, and ICAP gets 2! Mid-orbital, one thing that could just completely devalue it. And another argument for the cast just being so damn strong, not to mention this Ereus squad. ICAP with a beautiful map. Ereus on match point.
Play of the game.
I mean, ICAP had to have most damage on that one, right? So Gibble get map pick yet again. Control and Hybrid now out of the pool. We got Escort. Hybrid also takes Flashpoint out of the pool as well. So that takes New Junk City and Suravasa out of the pool. So it's gonna be a Runasapi pick. All right, we're gonna keep Ereus on the attackers here for Runasapi. What do you ban? You ban the Hazard? You ban the Juno. All right, I'm gonna give you all some stats for round 2. I need a quick bio. I will be right back. Does ICAV have most damage? You bet your ass. 18k, 32 at 6. Woo! All right, you got to catch up here after my potty break. Let's see, I owe y'all some Preds. Sweet. Let's get into map 3. Woo! Ereus just looking to close this one out quick. Do we get the Jesper Swag sub? We do not. Golden Pants is back in here for map 3, though. Let's get into Runasapi.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Oh, I need to check your Ereus ban. Was it Freya? Freya's banned out by Ereus. Oh, just as I was going to your paw, Fenris. Literally just as I was going to your paw. Get first blood. Coming back in on the Ash. We saw this back on Ilios for like a half a sub map. Very quickly went off of it. But we're also seeing, you know, with the return of Golden Pants, the return of the Zenyatta as well. I think it's easy to forget some of the small buffs Zen has gotten over the past year. And so, I mean, since we've really seen Zen meta, can Ereus just go OWCS after this? I mean, you know, there's a couple more steps, but this would be a, you know, one more big step in that direction. Nice pile drive and immediate execution of ICAF. Seeing the thousands of hours of practice there from Golden Pants put into play. Little wall jump tech off the side to get a slam there onto Lars. From sideways, too. Very, that is not easy to do. That is a you kind of have to be pixel perfect on that tech. Golden Pants makes it just look flawless, effortless. Well, I was worried for Lars that roll through with the Discord might have done it, but the heals managed to keep them on top. Golden Pants and Gibble kind of backing up this exchange, resetting here for another go. Let's keep an eye on Evil here for this next one. Okay, Evil currently keeping an eye on Slake. Means Golden Pants just kind of with a bit of a solo dive in. Now Golden Pants falls back to keep an eye on Slake. Gets the double boop. Love the hesitation on the initial boop. Allows for the second boop. ICAV could kill through this Transcendence while we've got a couple of support ults in play, as a matter of fact. It's actually Slake who's going to fight Jacob through that. Everybody huddled up. Easy pickings. Move it in. Good headshots land on Fenris. Evil Golden Pants all low. ICAV and Sleek will clean up.
Back in the fight.
Your team
Just an elbow and the lead is ours.
We did get Jacob summon back in for Pingu. So we did get that sub. The downpour does catch Golden Pants, just barely. And the adaptive shielding only gave enough for one person. Bob thrown in from Fenris just to buy some time. The sad Galactic Bob will fall as we get a checkpoint and close spots picked up here from Ereus. Ooh, Golden Pants though. Able to find some success there towards coast side. I love the shots back towards coast and then pile drive and return their focus. That slam through almost gets Texel. The climb up escaped the roll through, but you couldn't escape the guns. GP gets 2. Oh, I love this aesthetic.
Your team is close to taking the lead. The lead awaits us.
Window Deadeye forces Gibble Mirai out towards coast. Trying to pursue, Sleek gets popped. Golden Pants looking to counter punch. Not let this cart get too far away from him. Nice shots on the ICAV. Woo! Now, what a rewarding noise. That headshot noise, so good. Beautiful fight, beautiful cleanup. With just the rally of the pulse used from Gibble. They got checkpoint, they got lead, and they are continuing to march forward. No team can beat Ereus when Jesper's doing such a good job warming the bench. Mine's out from GP. Sound Barrier does keep ICAV alongside of Suzu. So many resources thrown in to try to keep this cast alive, but the Mega Packet's stolen out from underneath them. They stay on fire. Still the heals come through. Texel doing a phenomenal job keeping them alive through that. Meanwhile, we saw Sleek pick up a kill with the pulse. I think ICAV got in the mix there. Oh, I meant Volta in for Pingu. I meant Volta. I meant Volta in for Pingu. We had, okay, yeah. My brain just did things. My brain does things. I'm sorry. It's the jazzy sounds of Volta. Bob thrown in here for Fenris, and nicely played. Right in the middle of the street. Right in the middle of the ranks of Ereus. Oh, I thought the little goblin had that one. That line looks so good. I can have dodging bullets, literally. Rush up from Texel, try to take this corner. Look, honestly, pretty clean disengage. Gibble are just out of there. Nice little whip shot, 180 shield bash. Kind of left Lars just sitting there with their thumb up their butt. Now, still trying to make it down the street. Will not escape. Volta gets popped in that as well. Beautiful, beautiful slingshot maneuver out of Gibble Mirai.
The enemy pushes ahead.
I have a feeling that Pulse landed on the AES is what prompted that Transcendence. Didn't see it happen exactly, but I believe that's what just happened. Let's keep it on sleep. Soundbear out of Volta, pushing forward, bolstering a Deadeye, and once again, very clean disengage here from Gibble Mirai. They're so good at these. Rally was in play from Jacob on that one, though. So they do lose a little bit of value on that, and Jacob will get isolated. The Ereus swap from Lars looks to be paying off. They're able to stabilize in that one. Fenris got 2 with this last Bob, and this is a perfect place to use it. Will be ideal to try to stop Ereus from pushing out into the open, right into the Kitsune rush. A low Lars will get finished off. Beautiful shot from Fenris. The rest of the team was forced back because of said Bob. Gold Pants just smashes over Texall. We just got the pop of getting ran over by the GP truck. Little spider ball action across the rooftops. Where you go with these mines? You can drop it on Lars? Oh, just provide a little distraction. Rest of the team able to work through the open courtyard while this is happening. Kind of got dragged down there by the Terra Surge. That was an interesting little interaction of the pile drive into the Terra Surge. It just looked like a slow-mo pile drive. Fenris picks up 2. Lars runs away. Sub 100 health. Grabs a Mega. Still in a bit of trouble with Texall eating a couple bullets. Yeah, Fenris. That's 4 on the board for Fenris in that exchange. Well played. Fenris bouncing back big time. Yeah, ICAV had such a phenomenal map too. But Fenris has had a couple of really clutch engagements here in Runasapi. With 17 seconds to go. Gibble Mirai need to hang on for one more fight. They're going to throw in a rally and immediately find ICAV and Volta. Volta, no chance to use the sound barrier there. It's going to come out as a last-ditch effort. The extra healing from the rally was just enough. Jacob survived with just that extra little touch of armor. Now the sound barrier comes in and does hit all 5. Lars is able to pick up a kill with that. We're not done here just yet. Gibble Mirai will have to win one more fight. Solidify this map. Evil with the ambush. Does not get the one clip on to Sleek, and Texall was right there for a little bit of backup. Good positioning, good awareness. Keep an eye on your flanker. Now he's going to toss it to Kitsune and rush. Fenris responds with Bob. Mines right over the Fox laid bricks. All of Ereus just continue to push forward. They march right past the Kitsune rush, right past the checkpoint. Pick up their close spawns, which Sleek is going to need. Golden Pants pile drives in. Got a lot of armor on that one. It's going to allow them to stick around in this fight while this Carton is in this dangerous open area. ICAV responds, swap into a Soge for the first time today and does not get that OC out. Fenris finds 2 more. Their exceptional map continues. A third headshot lands onto Texall and Gibble Mirai. Get rid of the goose egg. We've got a match. We've got a match. Ereus picks Circuit. Stay on the attack. Ban out Ramatra. Man, that was fast. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. How did Fenris... Look at that. Look at that bounce back. 30 and 5. 13K. Out damaging ICAV in that one. This hit scan duel is It's suddenly gotten very interesting. GP at 31-3. What a bounce back. We've got a match. Now, was it a flash in the pan for Gibble Mirai, or can they keep it going here on circuit? Do we see Rory come back in as well? The Ramatra band, I mean, I think we might have, if not for the Ramatra band. Circuit is so tough to play ball on. There's just long avenues to be able to poke you down. If only Gibble Mirai had put in Pingo. Oh, I know. I'm such a big dumb sometimes. It's okay. I've gotten over having to have everything perfect all the time. All right, Ereus believers, I'm not going to take your points away. Not going to take your points away. Gibble bands out the break. There we go. Now we're getting some Gibble believers. Now we're getting some Gibble believers. I see you, Gibble believers. This one's gonna be tough. GP is in. Pingu is back in as well. Which makes, I mean, we're not gonna be in the Lucio Kyrie. You wouldn't think, you would be less likely to be in the Lucio Kyrie on Circuit Royale. Makes sense. Oh, we're getting Rory and GP in. Okay, we're getting Rory and GP in. We're going to get the GP Ayari. We saw this last time on Circuit. We're going to get the GP Ayari. So GP subbing in for Jacob. So no Jacob, no Gyro. Both main supports are out. So yeah, this was the when we saw the ban in map 1. And I was like, did I get my wires crossed on this? This feels so weird. I did not. It's a kind of a double flex support Circuit Royale strat. This is what we saw when we saw them play. Who'd they play last week? Reds? They pulled this same composition out on Circuit. Let's get it map 4. I love how that billboard has parallax, by the way. It's rad. It's very subtle, but it's really cool. Uh-oh. Do you see what I see?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right, let's have some fun. Lars Zarya, Jesper Swag on the venture. ICAV pulling out a Soj. Jesper Swag immediately going to deep. Let's keep an eye there. Rory does pick up the Sigma with the GP Ayari as anticipated. The drill dash in bubbled up from Lars. Almost caught Fenris. And now Rory in trouble. He goes down with that Discord on top. Just did not last long. And a swift opening fight comes through from Ereus. Ooh, they left that cart not moving for a moment. That was just the second. That was just the second that Gibble needed. Beautiful shot lands from Golden Pants just before Jesper Swag's able to dash, so they don't have the health to really do anything. And that little hesitation Ereus gets off the cart just for a moment. I mean, there probably would have still been a contest. It just been a lot less meterage, but that was just the moment that Gibble Mirai needed to set up, get in, back into this thing. So they're able to fortify here on this corner. This comp is so fun to watch. The OC starting this one off. Roy walks up, puts their backs to an overclock, and gets discorded and destroyed. Clean up is, well, clean as you like. Get that point on the board. Cart start rolling up towards the chicane. Good bubble blocks the spear of Rory is come back out with Terra Surge in the pocket. That is an aggressive early transcendence. It was to fend off Golden Pants' Captain Sought. Now the Tectonic Shock's going to finish them off in general. This is a deep push in here out of Ereus. With the orbital in hand, this should give them the cap. Oh, I saved that. There's time. There's time and an orbital for Gibble Mirai to work with. They need to make it back up to this choke before they start investing ults, I think. They succeed in such. Both space beams layered over top of each other, but Fenris gets the bola shot in. Now Terra Surge. Just for Swag's been able to answer. Pingu Low is able to escape into cover. Just for Swag comes up with two, looking for Golden Pants in the back, has them low. We'll fight him with the damage from the Burrow merge. Now it's just a lone Rory left on point. That Discord orb will just spell disaster here. AES is going to come up and try to see if they can hold this. No such luck. That's 2 points on the board. Why is my Twitch chatter playing Venture? Yes, you are seeing the Golden Pants at Yari. I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming. Honestly, I mean, well, the previous time we saw this was exceptional. Had really, really good Captive Sons, but the Textile Transcendent pretty much silenced the last one. Has been slow building on this next one, looking at the ult charge between Texal and GP here. Large to hold outside. ICAV does not make it back in. I thought that was a little greedy. The other three players had already either been forced down or was regrouping on cart. Good recognition out of Gibble Mirai. They had a 5v2. They take advantage of it. That fight win gave time for GP to build up towards this Captive Sun. Once again, Just for Swag taking early poke damage, not ideal, but they make it to the high ground with this Tectonic Shock. A couple shots are going to land onto AES, but Fenris will finish that off. Golden Pants drops the Captive over the top. You do get the Tech Soul Transcendence in response. GP using the rapid fire shots there during Captive Sun as opposed to letting it build. I may have to try that. ICAV bubble runs out before the Terra Surge lands. It means ICAV is toast once it finishes, but don't know if that was a worthy trade there for this defense from Gibble Mirai. Just for Swag trying to beat the one drink allocations. Moves over to a Genji. Orbital right from the defense. GP gets 2 before going down. Evil will do right by that and find 3 more. Good hold with 2 minutes to go from the defense of Gibble Mirai. fight for space control inside, while a bit of a fight for high ground control outside. Just for Swag wins that before rotating back down. GP was low, but Fenris is there for the cover. There comes the dash through. Just for Swag now dueling it out. GP Sir Hill, so it's a 2v1. Now Just for Swag just trying to get out, will not. Rory holds the front line while that was going on, so Gibble able to win their fight in both fronts. Now we're about a minute left to go. Oh, Fenris just got destroyed by 100 charge Lars. Discord plus Transcendence completely devalues the Terra Surge, and Evil not able to find much with this high ground overclock. Lars does whiff on, I say whiffed on the grab. Yeah, I think kind of whiffed on the grab. Oh, and AES shuts down that blade. GP with the Captive Sun in over the top is going to hit a couple with that. Texel snipes them out of the air. Isn't it off? 20 seconds to go. Lars is down. It is not. Golden Pants is Gal. Have we seen them in the same place at the same time ever? Questions. Lars distracting down low. Suggestions where I can triple blink onto the cart and keep this overtime going. Pinga will die amidst their own orbital ray as the return orbital is in play. ICAP does find one with this overclock, but let's just get in on this point. Rory's going to be the final raid boss here. Texel's already been able to pick up two. Both DPS no longer standing for this defense. A little spin to win here from Lars. Mitzi continuing to pour in shots as GP moves over to his Kiriko to switch step back onto this point. Finger goes down. Mitzi is still looking as full and healthy as ever on this objective. But Texel finds a third into this fight. Now has a Transcendence here to hold on to Lars, who's managed to fight a kill onto AES as well. Mitzi hacked up and missing sustain. Suddenly, the cap is looking very well hill from Ereus. What a swing around to find this one. Unreal. Texel, MVP of that final fight.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
Just Swag tried to go for the ambush execution onto AES. But it was red. Well played, well played. Oh, look at that spear caught just as they were trying to merge out of burrow. Unfortunate timing. It was like me on Tracer blinking in front of an enemy Jav. Yeah, I cover this aggressive sight line. Definitely posed problems to the back line trying to keep Rory alive through this Orisa exchange. That is going to be the ADS landing. The take aim from Fenris will clear that off. Now able to move up into high ground. That's at least one in. Woo! Jasper Strike just barely got underneath, I think, before the final shot, but Evil is still there to put in that final blow. Good cleanup kills. Very late cleanup kills here from Gibble Mirai. Should just deny a contest at all. So a massive advantage in time bank heading in the chicane. Captive Sun, as well as a bullet shot available to try to make it up this hill. There we go. The outburst up top. Sun hits at least two. Jasper Strike will get the kill after swapping over to EMEA. The Transcendence preventing any further damage from that ultimate. Rory tried to invest a Terra Surge while sub 100 health. It went about as well as you would expect. Good hole with Pingu coming up with 3 final blows in that one. I know, right? Come on. Literally one day of being 18 and we're talking about Lars's balls? Come on. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Player with fire? Should I say player with ice, particularly with that May there? Oh, it's an enormous Terra Surge. Oh, yo, Lars just got everybody in that. What a play. Pingu with the huge assist. Enormous value out of the torpedoes and the orbital there to seal the deal. That was one of the swiftest team fight wins I've ever seen. And if you're gonna wombo combo, hey, you know what? Terra Surge Orbital. You know, that's a hell of a combo. Jab's been used early. Blizzard still look out for, but Texol gets stuck in a hyper-aggressive position. Dude, but ICAV swaps over to a cast. Finds 3? Oh my goodness. ICAV just waits out the orbital, pops out, take down a 4th. Mitzi is able to find Jesper Schweiger with a little help from GP. I mean, there's still 3 players here popping around. Even though ICAV has a 4K, Gibble Mirai is able to, you know, kind of just continually reinforce with their spawns. They trade out amidst all of that. It's not flashy. It's messy as hell. But Gibble Mirai still win that fight out. Blizzard Transcendence combo. And you still lose Bingo through it. That's going to be the Bolo shot combined with the Captive Sun over the top. With Texol using their Transcendence early in this fight. Golden Pants have free reign on that one. They respond with their own little mini combo. I wouldn't call that a wombo combo. But a combo nevertheless, and it gets the job done. Fenris gets multi-kill on that one. $230 to work with. Ooh, GP set up here is could be dangerous knowing it. They're all of Ereus force up to take this high ground. Fighting Fenris with that dead eye. A decisive recontest from Ereus. Ooh, Rory? Rory was trying to stubbornly hold that point, but I think the Discord Lord made him think twice. Wisely enough, they back up and regroup here in May. Larger than the Terror Surge. The last one was one of the best ones we've ever seen here in Season 5. Coming in to try to follow it up. Oh, wait, did we get the orbital combo on top? I was waiting for it. I was ready for it. No, it's ICAV who's there with the shots. Follow it up on that big Terror Surge. Oasis punishing Jesper Swag. The Self-Suzu dancing around. ICAV gets the healing. ICAV still giving chase. Now just way behind enemy lines. They know that ICAV is there. They're continuing to try to just push forward. Evil for the moment, keeping ICAV at bay. In this awkward situation, Pingu's going to go ahead and throw in an orbital ray, but Gibble Mirai has that, plus the Terra Surge to match. Golden Pants deals with ICAV in the back line, throws down the Captain's Son. Will outlast, persist through the Transcendence, and get a couple of kills. 3-piece for GP. Lars trades it out, makes it interesting, but is grossly outnumbered on this point by the Juno Risa. 40 seconds remain. Cart oh so close, yet still oh so far away. Jesper Swag lurking in that left hallway with the blade. Okay, just gonna rotate main. Needs to put a stop to this cart. Want to try to get 2 fights out of this if you're the defense. Jesper Swag scurries up to the high ground. Make sure they're keeping Fenris and GP at bay up here. You got ICAV also pull side. Jesper Swag drops down low. Headed into the back line. One supports. Absolutely nothing. Gets ghosted. Settles for 1 slash onto a Discord and Rory. Rory in trouble. Does get the OT started, but I don't know if they're going to get much more than that. Texal's going to get one. It's traded out. GP is able to find a kill. 4v3 favoring the defense. Exacerbated by another kill from Texal. And Ereus will hold the line and win it in 4. They stay undefeated here in Season 5. Stats for map 4. ICAV, I mean, really just putting up a world of hurt. Evil does an enormous amount of damage, and I mean, really comparable damage. We're looking at, what, 28-4 from Gibble's DPS versus 29-3? So less than 1,000 damage separating the DPS lines in total. Or separated by less than 1,000 damage. You've got, Rory, out damages Lars through that one by 3,000. And Evil will find some good picks on the back of it. I mean, you're looking at deaths here. Very, very comparable. Very close. An extremely tight match. I think my 55-45 was actually fairly accurate. Maybe 60-40. Maybe I should have gone 60-40. Ereus look good. Ereus look good. They stay undefeated. I mean, Gibble are able to take a map off of them. I mean, a convincing one, right? Like, this was a convincing Runasapi out of Gibble Mirai. But we saw very convincing maps go the other direction as well. Particularly, I mean, I say that. Oh, very close game across the board. Very close game across the board. Hats off to Ereus. Lars gets the birthday dub, is absolutely your player of the match. It's their 18th birthday. They're player of the match. I don't care if they lost. GG's.